Banter fam, happy Wednesday. Today's CPI. Yesterday we saw PPI come out pretty good. Okay, actually really good. And the market started reacting nicely. Now, PPI is usually the starters, right? It's a small little starter when you had dinner over there, small little starter that comes through. I see. So we must pause this, Maddie. This thing always plays double, and I hear myself twice. What PPI is basically the starters, right? Now we're going to CPI, and this is going to give us a good indication. Maybe there is a few more rate cuts this year, right? That's the big important thing. So CPI, I see it being a nice igniter today. The charts are indicating the market wants to go up. Okay, and so far things are playing well from what we've been saying for the last 2 days, right? A lot of people have been shifting their narrative, basically seeing Bitcoin started to lose the 90,000. Everyone started to panic, okay, and think for the worst, and the market trapped everyone. Now, I guarantee you everyone's thinking that the market's going to go down again, right? Who thinks the market's going to go down? Say yes in the chat. Okay, and I can already see that people are not believing any pumps or any upside within crypto. Now, again, we got a long way to get to the tops, but do you see how all of a sudden previously the pumps were believed? Now they're not believed anymore. So today I want us to prepare for a big volatile day. CPI has been a great time to ignite the market or obviously reject the market, but the daily stocks and this market is oversold, right, on many different time frames. The market is telling you the reversal is incoming. And today we've got to be prepared for the trap that may come into play, but I still seeing it as an ignition for this market to go up again. If things go well with CPI today, Bitcoin is going to short squeeze, okay, and we'll be back above 100,000 very quickly. But the next exciting thing that's also great, okay, is I saw the dominance come back into trend yesterday. So the moment we had a bit of liftoff within the market, dominance has started to come down. And what I've noticed on the short time frame is when Bitcoin's coming down now, dominance is going up. So alts are pulling back. But the moment that Bitcoin prints a little green candle, that dominance starts coming down. And we're starting to see a couple of these altcoins pop up. And we do want to give a big thank you to XRP. XRP is about to break highs. We're going to speak about XRP in the show. And XRP is becoming as important as what Ethereum has been in this market. You know, we had the leading altcoin Ethereum. Ethereum helped that dominance go down. If we have a parabolic XRP, it's getting to a big enough market cap that it can help that damn dominance tank. So thank you, XRP. And again, well done to XRP holders. Number wasted time. Let's have a great show. Let's prepare for volatility. And let's prepare for a damn pump. Let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like sniper. Welcome to Sheldon Show.
Fam, Brandon's channel, hit the subscribe button. Guys, like the video up. Again, I'm giving away Bitfunded today. I'm giving away Sniper Club today, but I need a lot of likes. I need 2,000 likes easy, even 2,500, and I give more. Okay, get the likes up, because we have a roadmap to follow over here, right? Step one was demotivate the market. It did pretty good the last couple of weeks, especially over December, okay? Step two, shake out the markets. Step three, start growing slowly so people don't believe it, right? Step four, as it's about to break out, reject so that people think that they were right, okay? Step five, blow a green candle through the damn roof and trap everyone. That is step five, right? We are now in step four, okay? And I spoke about this yesterday. So let's go through a couple of things. Maddie, are those likes going through the roof, my friend? Yes. Get the likes through the roof. Let's go. Okay, guys, so who's this guy? Some guy I'll follow here. He's, I don't know, just some random dude. Okay, let's go through a couple of things. So we do have, where's the calendar over here? We've got CPI coming out today. So yesterday we had the PPI come out, and you can see it was 0.4%. We came out at 0.2. Very good, right? So we want to basically see a lower number. That is ultimate. Me, I've never actually understood these things 100%. I've just been doing it for so damn long now, and I know PPI, CPI, and FOMC. I know these things can either make us a lot of money or wreck us if we're not prepared, right? But we now know these days bring volatility. They bring volume within the market, okay? And here, the lower number is better, right? To keep it very simple. So what we're looking at now is previously we had a 0.3%. The market is forecasting a 0.4%, which means for me, I think a 0.3 is bullish. Again, a 0.2 is ultra bull. Okay. And this little PPI number we got yesterday does give us good indication that CPI can go well as well today, right? It can go pretty good. Now, we've got to be prepared for both, right? But again, when this market is oversold and when you jump into normal TA, it's always going to tell you that we are in the area of reversal and we're at the area within bounce. So as much as you hear, this is why I kind of always moved a little bit more to TA versus fundamentals, because fundamentals would make me overthink, right? It would make me overthink. It would scare me a little bit more. And what you see on news and what you see on any news events or anything like that is kind of what the world wants you to see, right? And that's where the traps happen, right? So we've always seen the biggest devastating events have actually marked the bottoms, and we've always seen the best events have always marked the tops, right? So again, for me, when it comes to these things right now, I'm taking with a pinch of salt, but I am definitely prepared because volatility is going to income and obviously volume is going to income. So we need to get below, I would say 0.3 to 0.2. 0.3, I think the market has a short-term dump when the news comes out, right? A 0.4 or 0.3, I think the market has a short-term dump, okay? And then the market starts to go up. 0.2, I think the market has no dump and it squeezes very quickly. So I'm going to prepare you for both scenarios today, but both of them do result in a nice strong move. The next thing that I've also been paying attention to today in specific is just looking at what strength is happening the moment we're seeing a little bit of green, right? And we could see here on the last day, Algorand is looking strong for a strong pump. This thing is breaking big trends and it's a very strong token. We're seeing Stellar looking pretty strong. We're obviously seeing a good XRP. Where's XRP at over here? I see it's hiding somewhere. But XRP, oh, there's XRP at the bottom over there. Also showing massive strength at this point over here. So it's always important to understand that when the market starts to show some greenness again, always just jump in within the bubbles and just look at what the strength is, right? Then we pop it on the charts. You want to know every day, how do I bring you new calls and I bring you more new tokens? I look at strength. Okay, I don't judge the way things get knocked on the downside because altcoins will always get brutally hit over Bitcoin to the downside. I look at when they get up again, right? When they get up again and they start to recover, what recovers the strongest? Because even XRP dumped from $2.6 or $2.7, it dumped down to 1.7, and now we're back at 2.8 very quickly, right? So it's not about how far they come down sometimes. It's about the reaction of where they're coming up. I see Radium's looking good. I see HBAR's waking up. I want to speak about HBAR as well. We spoke about it yesterday. DOT Injective. So we'll go through a couple of results. And I see Lido as well on the ETH chain, right? I know ETH is also looking ready for a pump. We need to pay attention to a couple of the ETH chain tokens. As it stands again on the weekly, I just want to jump here through to the weekly quickly. We are still in a very good place when it comes to the weekly. So the main goal this week, okay, is I would want it to absolutely smash a high. That'll be amazing. But ultimately, I just want to see this candle go green, right? So that means Bitcoin must hold 94,500. If we do that, it's actually a good candle. It's a good candle that gives us the week into Trump walking through the damn doors, okay? It gives us a really good chance. When is it? Monday? Does Trump walk through on Monday? Oh, it's going to get, this weekly close is going to be so interesting. The amount of volatility is going to be crazy. Okay. And I actually won't be surprised if the market starts pre-pumping just with the excitement. Okay. Because you had all of this in this stage over here. Okay. But this is where we're at now when the big dog works through. And those, if you kind of remember the same thing, if you go look at this phase over here, it kind of reminds me very similar to this phase over here before the big dog walked in, right? Before the big dog won. It looks very similar, right? It looks like the market was choppy. A lot of people maybe worrying, all this anticipation, and then all of a sudden, rocket ships just came very quickly. So let's see what happens over there. But that's what we want to see. We want to see a pin bar over there. And obviously, we look at the dominance. I want to see dominance stay in this trend. Still puts us that bit closer to the alt run. And I also want to show you here that this is still the plan. This is still the plan. I think the next pump is going to lead with Bitcoin again. Okay. So from here, it will start a Bitcoin. Very likely dominance wants to go maybe up in that time. If dominance goes down, things will get crazy very quickly. But nonetheless, I think that we're going to have Bitcoin go up first. Then I think there is going to be a small dip off. Okay. That is going to trigger alt season. The reason why I'm saying that, guys, is I do think the market is getting near a point, specifically in the first Q1 and Q2 of this year. Okay, I think it's for the big wallets. I think it's take profit time. Okay, so you got to understand the way this works. In order for big wallets, they buy when no one is buying, right? That's why markets trend sideways and they take long to pump because they have to buy little bits over a certain amount of time. And in that time, it creates that time capitulation where people start losing interest, right? We've seen this now. When markets go sideways, people start falling off. They stop paying attention, right? They start getting demotivated from crypto. But in that same time, your biggest players are buying, right? And they're buying over a certain period of time. Now, with that is a clever way for them to get into the market. Is they are smart because they play the time game, which a lot of people don't know how to play, right? But when it comes to exiting, they cannot play that game, right? They can't play the slow exit sort of game in that thing. They got to exit on high volume. Okay, now in order to have high volume for big wallets to start exiting, you need a lot of people in crypto, right? You need a lot of money coming in, and you need a lot of retail in. Now, if Bitcoin pumps, you're going to get people coming to crypto, but not anywhere close to the amount of people that are going to come on an alt season, right? If you start pumping these damn coins and you start making 4x's, 5x's, 1000% on altcoins, now the whole world's going to come in, okay? And when banana with tape and fartcoin is worth billions of dollars, right? And people are buying that, you are getting a massive, massive, massive amount of money coming to the market very quickly. What that then allows the big wallets to start exiting, right? It allows them to start getting out on high volume. That's exactly what it is. So what that means for me is I think Bitcoin is going to start speeding up again, okay? But then I do think profit taking is going to happen before the regions of May, June, July, okay? The mid-year sort of phase. Maybe a little bit later, we shall see. And in order to go into that phase, you got to release the altcoins and get crypto to be the biggest topic around the damn world, which means you need a couple of normal people to become millionaires. And I'm talking to you, right? And you need a lot of these stories. You need this hype to go galore very quickly, and that's what creates the exit liquidity. So that's where I think the market is getting. Again, I don't think Bitcoin goes to 500,000 this cycle. And what I just mean is I don't think Bitcoin is 500,000 this year. I think it gets to 200,000, then I think it chills for a couple of months, and then I think it starts chasing down. I think it will get to 500,000 in the next 3 years. Yes. And I do think in the next, 10 years, we can get to 1 million. But I don't think it's going to happen this year. Everyone's talking $1 million this year. I don't believe it to it. Not that I'm not, I look at the clear picture. Stock markets are not good. World is confused. Lots of stuff happening. Wars happening everywhere. All these things. It does not line up to $1 million Bitcoin just yet. But in 10 years, it does, which means we're going to play the cycle, make money, bank profits, buy everything 60 to 80% cheaper, and we're going to go again, right? We're going to stay focused and within the market. So this is still the game plan over here when it comes to the higher time frames. And then again, what that looks like on altcoins is you have this on alts. Let me just show you here. You basically have this on alts and you have a bull flag. And it's very clear right now that you could see that altcoins are a little bit behind Bitcoin. So what that basically means in that time is I do think when Bitcoin starts that rally up and we start going into this phase over here, just click in here, where Bitcoin starts to rally up, all that I think that happens with altcoins is I think altcoins start making its way up to this area over here, right? Then, which is still massive gains, by the way, that's still a good 40, 50, 60% within a lot of alts. It's actually getting them back to the highs that they were when everyone was happy, right? That's what I'm looking at. Then I see the phase of when Bitcoin starts getting to the 120, 130, then that shake happens, and then the altcoins go parabolic, because then it is take profit season. That is when the big institutions and the big wallets are going to start taking profits. You know what's going to happen? The market's going to pump for many months. And then you're going to see a fat ass red candle, right? And when you see that fat ass red candle, then only 3 weeks later are you going to find out that they all sold. Okay, you're going to find out the government's selling. You're going to find out that these people are selling. Remember, like last time, Bitcoin went from $30,000 to $21,000. 2 weeks later, we found out that Tesla sold. Really? Really? Most bulls like that is exactly how the game works. We are not so dumb anymore. We're picking up. We're starting to understand these things a lot more. Okay. Again, couple of big specials. Keep in mind, theta's on the trends, weekly. So I'm talking investments. If you're the same believer as me, that alt season's coming, that this year's going to be massive, especially Q1 and Q2 of this year is going to be massive. Okay, just remember a couple of really good alts in buy zones. And these are investments. Sit, hold them, through the areas. Risk to rewards are good. Your thetas, your AVAX, your ETHs, your injectives, your GRTs, everything's at good levels. Your COTIs, virtuals, I like virtuals as well in the AI agent space. Dogecoin, I think with Elon coming, it's going to be massive. Casper is a token waking up very much. Your chain links, ThorChain struggling. I know there's a bit of news on ThorChain. So I'm just personally trading it a bit and holding it. Okay, but I know there's a bit of crappy news over there at the moment within ThorChain. XRP, look at that. Absolutely. I don't think you should buy XRP, by the way. I think it's too expensive. Atom is a token I want to speak about today. Tezos is a token I want to speak about today. And Data as well. These are tokens I definitely want to talk a bit on today. Just before we get into that, guys, I just want to remind you that in 2 weeks, I am starting another massive sniper school. Okay, it's going to be great. And I got a few things to just show you here quickly. I just want to show you something. This is how big Sniper School 2.0 is about to happen. Just showing you a little bit of an ecosystem rally over here, right? Remember, you had one school from Sniper School. Just wait. There is a lot of schools coming within Sniper School: day trading schools, leverage trading schools, investing schools, bit of everything. So get excited. So go and sign up to Sniper School. This is the link over here below. There is Sniper School over there. It's free, costs you absolutely nothing. Okay, let's go and get into Bitcoin as it stands right now. So the way it works, okay, is the first thing that I showed you guys yesterday. Is I showed you the two options when it comes to the altcoins, right? The two things, because right now we're busy with a V-shaped recovery. And the big sign that we needed to obviously see was the volume, right? We want to see the market trap a bunch of people, and then we wanted to see a volume interest. And we've seen the volume interest, right? We saw that there was volume intake, and the market's been bouncing pretty nicely. Now, there's two options in the way the market recovers. This was where before the dump started, then the dump happened. And then if they don't get past to where the dump started, they're going to have another leg down. And again, psychology-wise, what this means is it means that the market was going sideways like this. So everyone was kind of snoozing off in the holiday stages. Okay, then they get ready. Woohoo, Trump's coming in. Market's going to go up. So what do? Smash it down. Now, this catches a lot of people off of guard, and it does a bit of damage, right? But inside of that, you get a bunch of people that survive. And those that survive, when the market starts going up again, they start not really accepting it. And when it gets right up to the tops here, oh my God, we're going to break out. They come and they buy. And what happens then is the market shakes them out one more time, wrecks them, and then goes up. Okay, and this is known as a higher low V shape over here. Okay, and this is what you'll see a bunch of altcoins are currently doing right now. For example, Injective on the left, right? You see exactly what I was speaking, and I gave you both of these scenarios yesterday, right? Look at that. Okay, so firstly, big volume came in. Great volume. It's a good buy up that happened. But secondly, over here, look how just as price about to break out, where all of those people that got flushed out here didn't trust the pump until it got over here, and they're like, oh my God, it's about to break out. It's about to do exactly what I said. Then they buy in and then they wreck them, right? So what you're seeing now is a drop into support zones, drop into CPI, okay, and then we start making our way up again, right? And again, this will trap the last people over there. This for me is an opportunity for you to get something within the game. I'll show you the next areas of where to do it, but that's the first one. Then what you have is the next side, which is option 2, right? Let me just zoom out here so I can show you. There we go. Option 2. Option 2, okay, is similar. It's just showing you the altcoins stronger than the other ones. So these ones are a little bit behind the other altcoins because you've got other alts that are doing option 2. And option 2 is the same dump, but they actually smash through the highs. And again, what this really does is this really traps people, because those that got smacked out over here, they're waiting to see here now. They're not trusting any of this. But then as it starts breaking this big level, they have to start trusting it. So they start FOMOing in over here. Then the trap happens. Remember, the market on a dump emotionally wrecks people. It gets people to lose confidence in themselves. It gets people to lose confidence in people that they are watching, the influencers. It gets them to lose complete confidence. They don't trust anything anymore, right? Then it gets to a point where it's like, oh, crap, I have to trust this. And then the moment that you make them lose money again, they're done. They're finished. I'm done. I'm over this game. Screw this crap. And they smash the laptop and they leave crypto, right? Until the market's there again and they come back. But that's exactly what happens. So if you go through a couple of other altcoins, let's go look and show you a couple of alts in this area over here. Okay. Okay, so Solana's in that one. Where is a good one? Probably XRP, right? There we go. Okay, look at that. So look at XRP, right? XRP, this was pre-dump. Market dumps, get wrecked, right? Comes back in. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I trust it. Get it. It's about to break all-time highs. Smack you. Okay, not that big. Smack you and then go. Boom. Okay, so you could see the difference between some alts that have recovered it and some that have not recovered it. Here's Algo as an example. Do you see exactly what I just showed you now? Look at that, right? There is the dump, there is the higher high, shakeout, and we start rocketing and start moving to the upside over there, okay? So let's go through the plays on Bitcoin. This is what I see happening on Bitcoin. I see us dumping into CPI, right? I then see two scenarios within CPI. And I want to show you this over here. Okay, again, if it comes out actual or if it comes out a little bit better, I do think the market's going to have a little bit of a sneeze off, right? And I think from here, what you will see is a drop, and my bounce zones on Bitcoin is basically this 94,500 and this 96,000. That is my sweet spot zone where I think the market's going to grow. Now, the reason why I'm saying 94 is because sometimes they want to overextend it. okay, to really just spook the market a little bit, okay? Yes, you can start drinking, correct. Can you not see that 8 weeks ago, I would have 8,000 people live right now? You see I'm on 4,800, and well done to those who are here. Like, I'm very proud of you. You know, me, the numbers are numbers, but I'm just proud that you guys are here, right? And what happens then, whose phone is this? All right. And what happens then is that, yes, it is time to drink. It's time to drink when the club is half empty, right? When it's that's the time to drink, not when it's packed filled with people and everyone's drunk. No, that's not the time to do it at all. Okay, so yes, from here, I'm seeing a drop off, and then I see Bitcoin attempting the big push, right? Now, what you have right here on Bitcoin is it's sitting at 618. Now, this is the scary part, right? Because I want to show you what this is. Okay, so let's zoom back a little bit, and let's go back to the last dump. Right, this is why I don't think anyone is going to trust this pump, and why everyone is going to be they're not going to believe it, right? And that's why I think it's a perfect time to catch this market off of guard now, okay, to really smack. Where Bitcoin went last time, it went from 108,000 and it dropped all the way to 91,000, right? And then it went, and it even had me going over here, right? Then it pumped up to the 618. Again, I said, guys, there's two scenarios here. I said, this market is either going to be in a correction, okay, or it's going to be in this. Right? And it ended up being the correction. It ended up dropping us another leg. But what happened was, you could see that we had the dump, and the market recovered 60 to 70% of that dump. Okay? And this made everyone believe we are going up again. Right? And making everyone think, oh, we're back above 100,000. We're going to all-time high. We're going to 130. Right? And then it hurt everyone. Bad. Right? This was Jerome Powell. But anyway, there was that guy. But that's what happened, right? Boom. We got smacked, and that caught everyone off guard, and that actually damaged a lot of people. This dump didn't damage a lot of people. This one did damage a lot of people, right? And got everyone really stuck and out within the markets. Now, what's interesting is, fast forward, okay, a week or two later, where are we right now, guys? Where are we right now? Same place, right? The exact same place. And now, no one believes it. So everyone believed it here, right? The sentiment, everyone believed it here. Same place. Same style, same exact pattern, same everything. No one believed everyone believed everything over here, and the market did the opposite. Difference now, fast forward later, we are now in the same place. And I just want to remind you again, do you see this volume? Great volume over there at the bottom, right? It's good volume, okay? But you see how we are here now, and the sentiment is the opposite. This, for me, is time to trap the damn market, right? Everyone's expecting downside. Even Random Man and 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗪 and all of these guys, they're my friends. I love them. We're part of the same family. But all of them have changed their thesis. Everyone's bearish now. Don't believe it. It's fake, right? And we're at the same place. So what will work? This. I told you so. I told you so. We're going down. Gone. Finished. Wiped. Done. Everyone that was in the phase over there, they are behind now. They're going to chase. And this is what you do not want to do the next time the market goes up again. You don't want to chase pumps anymore. Okay, you don't want to chase money anymore. You don't want to do that. You want to invest, and you want to be ready when the market is going to start that phase, instead of being late at the damn party. Who has been at a club before and you have to stand in line, right? Because you can't get in. And the club's full. Come on, that sucks, man. You want to be in at the best table, closest to the bar, with the view of the dance floor. That's what you want, right? That's why you're going to be ready to the party. So this is what I see over here. Dump into CPI, make everyone think that it's bad. When CPI comes out, there's two scenarios. Either straight away it's going to pump like yesterday, or it's going to do the same thing. It's basically because CPI and FOMC, they do the similar patterns. And what that pattern is it basically either pre-pumps. So let's say now CPI, we start dumping now, and we start going into CPI, and it starts getting excited. Then it does this every time. Okay, so that is one scenario, and that is on a actual or anything like that. Or what's going to happen is we're going to price straight into CPI, get a bit of nerves going, and boom, big candle, and we start moving. Now, let me explain to you why this is a big thing. We don't need CPI to pump us to $130,000. We don't need that, right? We just need CPI to pump us to 100. After that, hype will take over. Okay, so news events are not there to create something to go to a certain target. It is there to start the wave, to get everyone's eyeballs back on, and to get everyone's interest back in, right? That's what it's there to do. So once we have something like this now, and CPI starts to just push up over here, then all over Twitter, Bitcoin broke $100,000 all over the news. Bitcoin back above $100,000. Bitcoin at $105,000. Bitcoin at $108,000. Bitcoin break all-time highs. So CPI is just the beginner, and it's the flint to all of your wood and all of your fire starters and everything that's in front of it. That's what it's there to do. After that, the wind kicks in, okay, and everything starts to build within the fire, right? And things start to rally up, and that's where things start to explode. So that's all we need from CPI. Give us damn volume, spark us to 100K, and the rest will start taking over and start moving. In that time, what's quite interesting right now is Bitcoin dominance broke back into trend. Okay, and now what's very interesting was yesterday, dominance was strong when Bitcoin was going up, right? And then when Bitcoin started pulling back, dominance started coming down. Okay, and then when PPI came out, that changed. What all of a sudden happened then was Bitcoin dominance, when Bitcoin was going up, Bitcoin dominance was coming down. And when Bitcoin was going down, dominance was going up. So I actually think that PPI and CPI maybe has actually triggered, has changed the dynamics to altcoins being stronger than Bitcoin. Okay, and what would need to see from that today, again, if it decides to break through, that's a very bullish Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's going to go for 100, 110 before Trump even possibly walks through the doors, right? If this wants to go parabolic to the upside, okay? But if Bitcoin's going to just slowly climb up to that 100, 110 and these sort of things, we need to keep an eye on this today, because if Bitcoin bounces and it goes up and this goes down over here, get ready, because again, alts are the ones behind, right? And that's what I think about on altcoins. So 2 bounce zones on altcoins. One, we are approaching now. The market should actually slow down shortly. Not pump yet, maybe a little bounce, but not pump yet. Slow down into CPI. There's another scenario where we go to the 618. Create a little bit of fear, right? But both scenarios end up in us going to the top trend line. And this, again, is my thoughts on the total 3 and on altcoins. That's what I think what happens. I think the alts go up into this the end of the January. I think in the beginning of Feb, I think they smash us. Reason being is because everyone's going to celebrate that January we actually broke highs and we did this, and everyone's so excited for February. So what do? They come and they send the bouncers in as the party just begun, get everyone really demotivated, and then we go alt season and full blown over there. So again, what this looks like on a bunch of altcoins. Let me show you. I don't see the dumping much more than what it is now, or the pullback, but there is AVAX. So what we saw was all these alts break trends. They came straight to the resistance. Everyone thought it was going to break out. This is what happens. We now drop into support, and from here, we start exploding. Again, we can go down another 3%. I don't see much more than that. So from here, drop into the zone, and then we start rocketing up. And again, all we need CPI to do, is to get us back to here. Get us here and just the tip, baby. Just the tip. Get the tip through that wall over there, and then you're just going to see a bunch of bears get wrecked. Short squeeze. Brrr, hype. Everyone going crazy, and that's when you'll see a massive short squeeze, and things will shift very quickly. The best pumps that we've ever seen is the ones that catch everyone off guard. That's what it's always been. There is ETH at this point over here as well. There's ETH on support. Injective, that's my views on Injective. That's my views on GRT. That's my views on Solana. That's my views on 𝗘𝗫𝗖. That's my views on virtuals. Keep an eye on virtuals. Virtuals broke trend, guys. AI agent, keep an eye on that. That's a good zone that it's coming to now. Okay. Dogecoin, that's my views on Dogecoin. Straight into the zone, and we get going, right? Casper, there's Casper. Broke that high yesterday I spoke about. Turning it into support. So if you're bullish on CAS, look at that chart. Look at that. Massive. Look at that recovery. Performing way better than XRP even. Okay. Algo. Guys, this one for me, I think is a great trade. Look at this. Okay. So Algo broke that trend yesterday. Gave a great pattern. But let me zoom in here and show you. I think Algo is going to come into a beautiful. Again, Algo is definitely one of the strongest altcoins that are bouncing. So what I see happening over here is I see us dropping straight into the zone over here and Algo get going. So your Algo positions are here between this 0.365 and the 0.38. These are good spot positions. Spot and a little bit of swing portfolio positions. Chainlink coming into zones. Thorchain coming into the bottom areas again. XRP, I can see how they're playing a trick here. Look at that. Stop right at all-time highs. By the way, I think XRP, after this, I think XRP dumps to around about 2.6 now to 2.7, maybe a little bit lower. Okay, but then I do think XRP is going to go for the 3.5. XRP is on a big mission. Couple of coins I'd focus on today for a couple of spot and long-term buys is Atom, Tezos. Tesla, I think, is a really, really good trade that's actually coming up, and Polkadot over here as well as it stands. Guys, remember, if you want to open up any exchange accounts, here, link below in the description, there is CoinW. If you want to make $350 by doing nothing, sign up with my link below. You get $50 bonus. You put in $100, you get another $100 bonus. And if you complete one trade, you get $200 USDT as well. Remember, stock markets are getting cheaper. So if you want to buy actual real world assets on chain, Swarm, link below in the description. You can buy MicroStrategy, you can buy gold, you can buy Coinbase, all of these things on chain. Okay, so link below. Go and have a look at Swarm markets over there as well. Okay, are we ready for a giveaway or not, sir? 1,750. Okay, we'll give away 3 things. Guys, the moment you start getting 2,000, 2,500 likes, then I give away a lot. Like, I have a cool car. I have a cool computer. Like, I'm joking. Okay, let's go. Let's give away. Let's give away 3 Bitfunded. So remember, guys, Bitfunded is prop trading, which means you spend way less money, and especially if you lose trades, you lose a lot less. I just want to show you this over here. No, that's my Maxi account. Where do I find? Am I blind? There we go. Okay, so here is a prop trader as well. So you pay $79 and you got 2. They give you a demo account. Okay, and if you get 8% and you close it and you wait for 5 days and then you trade again, you get 5%. You unlock to trade $5,000 that you keep 90% of the profits, guys. Okay, which means if you get wrecked, you only lose $79. If you win, you're playing at $5,000. So if you've got a problem with losing money in this market and you like leverage, this is probably the best thing for you over here. So I'm going to give away 3 of these bad boys over here. Who wants? Okay, Marks, you get a Bitfunded. You get a free $79 account. Let's go. Next one. Let's go. It's a Danish, if I'm saying it right. Here we go. You get a Bitfunded account. Make me proud, sir. Make me proud. Make lots of money. Next. I'd love some Bitfunded, Matt. Oh, Matt. That's cheeky, huh? Yes, sir. Because you're playing the game smart, a deal, you get a Bitfunded account over there as well. Guys, I will see you all tomorrow after CPI. Remember, the market can extend a little bit and trap within the market, but understand that the market is playing games and the emotional cycle is definitely in play over here. I do see this sparking up. Be patient, be positive, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Much love.